Hey, welcome to this video. If you arrived here, you're probably searching for a review of 123 Profit, so I'll go over how it works and give you my 2 cents, whether I think it's a good use of your time. I'm always coming out with videos like this, so consider subscribing. And if you like my free training, then everyone's simplest, fastest way to earn a full-time income from home, all I have to do is click the link below. You'll see my email opt-in page. Enter your best email. I could send you my free training if you want. 123 Profit, let's dive in. So what it is, basically, it's a course that'll be released on January 12th, so about a week from now. Obviously, I couldn't have bought it because it's not released yet, but I've reviewed several courses that teach this method. I've done a lot of reviews as well, and also I've reviewed products that were created by this gentleman here, some of his other products and his business partner. So I could pretty much tell what this is going to be. Now, the program was created by this gentleman here, Aiden Booth, a very successful 8-figure earner. Usually comes out with 1 or 2 big launches per year with his business partner, but this time it looks like he's going solo. Now, this business model taught in here is something called Cpa Marketing, and that stands for cost per acquisition marketing. That's where you would get paid to send companies leads. Now, this could entail having people sign up to for a subscription, enter their email, or pick up the phone and call in, or download an offer. Just something simple where people aren't actually having to buy anything. You're just selling leads. That's all it is. And it could be in any niche. It could be a weight loss supplement, a skin cream, a sweepstakes offer, a crypto offer. You could have people sign up for a dating website registration, really anything. And the reason these companies would pay you that amount is because maybe they're paying you $5 or $10 per lead, but if they know that for each lead each lead is going to be worth $20 or $30 for them, then it makes sense, right? So they're okay to give you a cut of their earnings as long as you can bring high quality traffic, meaning eyeballs, to their virtual front door. Now, 123 Profit is going to break this whole process down into 3 simple steps. And so here they are. So step 1 is find an offer that's going to convert. Ideally, it's converting well for other people, and because if it's converting for other people, chances are it's going to convert for you, so they say, and it's an offer that's going to pay you a decent amount per lead. The niche doesn't matter. You don't care about the niche with this strategy. It's simply how well it converts and how much they're going to pay. And you would go to places to find an offer, you'd come to places like Max Bounty and Flex Offers. These are some of the biggest CPA networks out there. There are a lot of lesser known CPA networks as well, and you'd have to apply for most of these. But the course will teach you how to get around this, how to actually get accepted to these places. Now, step 2 is create a landing page, also known as a pre-sell page or a splash page. It could be as little as 27 words. I saw in one of his marketing videos, he said low as 27 words. It can be a very simple page. It would have a little button, maybe a title, a little button, and it would lead people to your offer. And the reason you need a page in the middle, and here's kind of what it looks like. I think it's easier if you see a image. So this is the pre-sell page in the middle, and they click on a button, come to the offer. So you'd be sending people to this pre-sell page, and they'll either click on the button and go to the offer, or they won't. And they'll either take action on it, or they won't. And the reason you want to send people to this pre-sell page first is 2 reasons. First is because a lot of these ad networks require you to have a pre-sell page. They won't let you just send eyeballs or people directly to the offer. The second reason is because a pre-sell page, supposedly it increases conversions. I don't use this strategy, but from what I understand, it does increase conversions because you're able to pre-frame people, get them to think in a certain way before they see the actual offer. So those are why. So you create a landing page, step 2. And lastly, step 3 is you'd get traffic, turn on the traffic. Now this course is going to teach you a mix of free and paid traffic strategies. But to be honest, it is mostly paid. This is a pay-to-play kind of game. So places like Facebook ads, Google ads, lots of smaller, cheaper networks as well. You can do push notification, native ads, pop-ups, pop-unders. There's lots of places you can get traffic from, but you are going to need a budget because this is a paid you're going to spend money on paid advertising. Now, once you've completed these 3 steps, all you'd have to do from there is to test and tweak, and your offer, your landing page, your traffic, and kind of ditch the losers and scale the winners. That's what they say, and ramp up your budget from there. And also, once you're doing quite well, your offer is converting, you would build out instead of just having a simple landing page, you would actually have a capture page, it's called, to collect people's emails so you can follow up with them. And you can send them to the main offer. You can promote other offers on the back end. So that is the advantage of having an email list. So I do like that he teaches email marketing as well, but you wouldn't start there with this program. So at least the way he teaches it. And that's what you'd be learning in a nutshell. Now, in addition to all this, I'm assuming you get great support. Most of his programs, the support is very good. You get, live Q&A calls. You get access to a private community. You get done-for-you templates, like done-for-you landing pages. Lots of done-for-you assets that you can kind of tweak. You always want to tweak things and make them your own, but it is nice to have templates in place. Now, you also... And I'm not sure if this is the case, but usually when he launches products, he has some sort of software that you can use. So I'm assuming there's like a built-in software to this where it'll build pages for you, and it'll have analytics and all that stuff. Don't quote me on that, but that's what it looks like. So, and that's basically it. So now the price of this course, right? That's the big question on everyone's mind. It's not going to be cheap, because if you go to the JV page, the joint venture page, this is the affiliate page. You can see, and this is why people are promoting it so heavily. They earn a $1,750 commission. So the course must be around $3,500 if let's say affiliates are earning a 50% commission, which not everyone wants to spend $3,500 on a course. Now, I don't know if it's $3,500, but it looks like it's around that. So, all in all, it's going to be a good course. You're learning from an expert, a veteran in the industry. The only cons is with the business model itself. So yes, CPA marketing, the nice thing about it is it converts higher than with affiliate marketing, because all you're doing is asking people to do something simple like submit an email or download an offer. You're not asking them to buy anything. So the conversions will be higher naturally. And also, it is nice not having to create content yourself, because it is a grind, I can tell you, and having to insert yourself in the process. That is one advantage of CPA marketing. You could be completely anonymous. You don't have to do videos. You don't have to learn about your niche, anything like that. But also, because you're not earning that much per lead, usually maybe a couple dollars, a few dollars, $10 to $20 at best. For the $10 to $20 payouts, usually it requires much more of people than just, submitting an email. Because you're not earning that much per lead, you need to do a lot of transactions to really hit your high income goals. And also, this strategy, it requires a very big budget, an advertising budget, because if you read his ebook, it says you could start with $5 to $15 a day. I think that's way too low. You need a much bigger, if you only have $5 to $15 a day, it's going to take you forever to actually get into profit, because the way this strategy works is you're not going to get into profit right away. You're testing, you're in the beginning, you're paying for data. So you'll spend $2,000 to $3,000 to $5,000, just to break even. And that's if you're lucky. And at that point, you're just buying data. So to see what's working and what's not working. So you can, ditch the losers, as they say, and scale the winners. But to find the winners among the many losers, you have to have a huge budget to begin with. And that's what these courses don't really talk about in their advertising, in their marketing. And most people don't have that kind of money lying around. And also this method, it's very unforgiving. The offer has to be perfect. The pre-sale page has to be perfect. Your ad copy, everything has to be perfect. It's just a very unforgiving, very not beginner-friendly business model at all, in my opinion. But if you want to go down this route, if you want to do CPA marketing, there are people making lots of money with it. I just think it's quite advanced for the average person. That's my opinion. You could take it for what it's worth. But look, maybe you're here not necessarily because you want to do CPA marketing. Maybe you're just looking for a simple, reliable way to earn money from home. If that's the case, what I suggest is click the link below. You'll see my email opt-in page. Enter your best email. I could send you my free training that'll detail a business model that is much more simple, much more beginner friendly. The profit margins are way higher, and you don't need any real techie skills or credentials to get started with. And there's lots of leverage and automation in place, so you don't necessarily have to be there all the time. And I just think it's a much more beginner friendly, much simpler, much more forgiving, that's the word, business model for that the average person has a higher chance of succeeding at than with something like this. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Hope to see you on the other side, and I hope you